Shane Andrews opened his apartment door, walked inside, and tossed his duffel bag down. He headed to the fridge, pulled out a cold beer, and stepped out on his small deck. He popped the top and took a long, refreshing drink. That had been one hell of a job in Hawaii. A lot of healing needed to happen now for that family. Not only did the parents have to heal, but the children and the grandchildren were involved as well. He didn't understand Melinda being so self-centered, so selfish, that she would put her parents and her sister through so much just to make sure she got what she wanted. Melinda had been a piece of work. That she'd been a suspect right from the beginning didn't surprise Shane, just because her attitude had been so off. But the fact that Steve had been a willing party to it all was too much, especially considering that he was a Navy man Shane should have been able to trust. He rotated his neck, stretching out some of the kinks. It had been a long 2 days. He was home now and needed a few days to regroup. At least he hoped he got a couple days off. He'd taken an extra day to stay with Gavin and the family to tie up things and to get all the facts straight. Now that Shane was home, he didn't know quite what the next few days would bring, but he was up for it. At least he thought he would be. It was a hell of a deal joining the Mavericks, but he was pretty happy with his decision. If ever somebody needed to be stopped, it was Melinda. He hadn't expected this to be the level of the work he would be doing. Still, it was what it was. As he sat here, his phone buzzed, and he smiled when he saw it was Gavin. He hit the talk button. "I'm home safe and sound, bud. No need to worry about me." "Hey, I just wanted to make sure you were looking after that leg of yours," he said. "Yep, we're all good." "Good," he said. "How do you feel about New York?" "Why in the hell would I ever want to go there?" he asked. At that, Gavin laughed. "Remember Diesel?" "Diesel Edwards? Yeah, I remember. What about him?" "He'll be waiting for you there at the airport." "Shit! Am I leaving already?" Shane asked as he looked at his beer. "Absolutely. Well, in about 3 hours," he said. "Wow, not even enough time to do a load of laundry." "Sure there is. If you just put down that beer, get up off your ass, and get your clothes in the machine," Gavin said, laughing, "you can drink it while they wash." "So what am I doing in New York?" he asked, as he walked to grab his bag of dirty clothes, and did exactly that. With the washing machine started, he grabbed his beer and looked down at his phone. "What is it you aren't saying?" "It looks like a hostage situation has gone down in a big telecom building," he said. "What's that got to do with me?" "Well, Diesel is already in position, or he will be soon. He'll pick you up at the airport. You are going into the tunnels and coming up through the basement." "What the hell does SWAT have to say about that?" "Well, they're hoping this might be right up your alley." "Why is that?" Because one of your best friends is in there." At that moment, everything inside Shane froze. Shelly? He remembered her saying she had a brand new job in New York. "I know she just moved there, but what's she doing in the telecom building?" "She was a new hire about 45 days ago," he said. "Didn't you hear about it?" And, of course, he had, but he had completely forgotten. "Why do you think she's involved? That's a huge building." "Because the kidnappers said she was, and they are hanging on to her until you arrive. So get your ass out there."